Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world today. I am. This is the Rabbi Dr. Sophia Catherine Woodley Rothschild, or the Dr. Sophia Rothschild Show, and welcome everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some Q and A. So my viewers have emailed me and sent in some questions. One of the first questions was, um, what's the difference between biblical slavery and the mid-Atlantic slave trade? Okay. Once again, this question came in recently. One, it's a very good question, and I want to thank everyone who asked this question. Um, in the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, I think verse 44, and I most of the time I use the Art Scroll White Stone edition of the Bible, or we call, as we Jews call, the Tanakh, and in there it states, and let me get it for you real quick. Just a moment, let me get it for you. Okay. And this is it right here. This is what I use. It's the Stone edition of the Tanakh, which is the Torah, the prophets, and the writings. And this one is from Art Scroll. It's a very good one. And here are the exact word. This is the Hebrew portion of it. I'm not gonna read the Hebrew. I'm just gonna go ahead and read the English approximate translation of it. All right. And the book of 5 here. This is chapter 25. And I'm gonna read it. And it says right here, verse 44: Your slave or your maidservant, whom you may own, from the Gentiles who surround you, from among them you may purchase a slave or a maidservant. Also from among the children of the residents who live with you, from them you may purchase, from their family that is with you, whom they begot in your land. They may also shall remain yours as a ancestral heritage. You shall not hold them as a heritage. You shall hold them as a heritage for your children after you to inherit as a possession. You shall work them forever, but with your brethren, the children of Israel. A man with his brother, you shall not subjugate him through hard labor. So, in essence, from there, we can see that in both cases, people could buy slaves from the surrounding nation. Okay, and you can basically own them as property and pass them on as inheritance. And that's the biblical type of slavery. Now, on the other hand, in the Bible, it also said that you are not to kidnap people, because in that case that's prohibited, and in that case you'd be punished by death. So yes, in both the mid-Atlantic slave trade and in biblical slavery, you could buy slaves from a surrounding nation, and you can own them as property. However, in biblical slavery, you are not allowed to kidnap people for the most part, because there is the rule that kidnapping is punishable by death. However, in the mid-Atlantic slave trade, people were often kidnapped, sometimes by other African tribes, and then sold into slavery. So that's the key big difference. In the biblical slave trade, there was no kidnap. The kidnapping is considered a crime punishable by death, However, in both cases, you could buy slaves from a certain nation, but in the biblical slavery, um, kidnapping people was frowned upon and often punishable by death, while in the mid-Atlantic slave trade, you could also kidnap people. There were a lot of African tribes who were kidnapping other African tribes, sell them to slavery, and that was a key big difference. Okay, and that's once again, it's a very good question. Next question that I've always been asked is, what's the rule regarding what people wear? Okay, well, first of all, in the Bible, both men and women wore robes. Men robes were designed one way, and women's robe was designed another way. So in that case, it doesn't violate the notion of a woman wearing a man's garment. And so in today's where people are saying a woman can't wear pants, well, if the pants is designed specifically for a woman, for example, we have women pants that does not have a zipper or a very tiny zipper or it is built a different way from a men's pants. If it's a woman's pants that's specifically designed for women, yeah, a woman can wear it because it's not a man's pants. There are men pants, or there are men trousers that are designed for men, and then there are women trousers that are designed for women. And so in that case, as long as the item is designed for a woman, she can wear it. And you can go and research and see, look at some of the, go to Google, you can look at some of how the way the robes for women were designed and the robes of men were designed. But the robes for men were designed one way, and the robes for women were designed another way. And so in that case, yes, a woman can wear pants, trousers, as long as it is designed specifically for a woman. You can go into some stores and you look at the way a woman's pants sometimes a woman's pants trousers is designed, and you can see key differences. For example, there is no zipper, or it's a very tiny zipper, or the belt loop is in a certain way, or the cargo pocket is on the left side opposed on the right side. And these are things. So yes, as long as that item is designed specifically for women, she can wear it, no problem. The third question that I've been asking, that what is my assessment of the current world situation? Well, first of all, as you know, empires come and empires go. If you read the book of Daniel, chapter 2, chapter 7. Well, first of all, in the book of Ezekiel and in the book of Numbers, it speaks of the day 4 year principle. And in that case, when we look at the book of Daniel, chapter 2, chapter 7, it speaks of four major world powers. Okay, and we understand to be Babylon, Medo Persia, and the Greco-Macedonian Empire. After Greco-Macedonian Empire, we all understand it was Rome. Rome fell and it was broken into two sections. It also later broke into 10 portions. And then later on, according to the book of Daniel, there will rise another little horn that will come up and push out through the first and rule over the seven last remaining manifestation of this empire. If you look at history, the Vandals, the Hurlai, and Ostrogoths were eventually disenfranchised by the papacy, which came into power. And from 538 AD to 1798 AD, it dominated all of Europe for the most part. If we look at the day 4 year principle, according to the book of Daniel, it will understand it lasts for a time, 2 times, and a half a time. A time is usually 360 days a year, so that comes up to 1,260 days. Now, according to the book of Ezekiel and the book of Daniel, a day is 4 year principle in prophecy. So that would brings us to 1,260 prophetic years, and that will give you a period that goes from um, 538 to 1798 AD, and that covers a period. Now, we also learned that there will be there's a possibility of a minor of another resurgence of the Roman Empire sometime in the near future. Some form for United States of Europe. That's a possibility, and in that possibility, they will be the final major world power to replace the United States. Even now, if you look at Europe GDP, if you combine all Europe, the GDP is greater than the United States. A combined Europe would also have a greater military than the United States. So I think the next major power could possibly well be somewhat of a United States of Europe that will dominate the world. And with that, as time progresses, it will also replace the dollar. So, as we all say, empires come, empires go. United States is no different. And in looking at history, throughout history, the Roman Empire has risen and fallen many times. And I think what we're seeing right now, there might be another coming of this same Roman Empire in a different form, in a different cloak, and a different garment, but the same, some essence, a form of revival of the Roman Empire. So that's a possibility to look at. So that's something to watch going forward. I don't like to give dates. I don't like to. I think that's a possibility, and I think we should keep our eyes there. Also, keep our eyes in the Middle East, as the things there become very unstable. Okay, and I think America's next major challenge would be some form of a United States of Europe, which is a great possibility, and that's something that we need to take a look at and keep our eyes on it, because I would say empires come and empire goes. America is no different, and with the way things are going at the moment, United States is in for some major challenges going forward with a more unified Europe, some form of push from China. You've seen some form of challenges in Africa and challenges in the Middle East. So America is in for some rough ride coming up. We need to pay close attention to Europe, pay close attention to the Middle East, pay close attention to China. Those are some major power centers that are going to make a push to challenge the United States going forward. And we need to not put all our eggs in a basket, but keep our eyes open and stay focused, and be prepared for any eventuality. All right. I think that's the best way to put it, and I think that to may give dates or to give times or to give years. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the time. I don't know the date. Don't know the year. But we just need going forward to pay attention, pay close attention to China, pay close attention to the Middle East, and pay close attention to Europe as things begin to evolve. Not to do so would be irresponsible. And once again, this is the Dr. Sophia Rothschild show. I just want to take this time to say shalom and thank you all again for joining me in this day of challenging times. And I wish you all the best of everything. And I wish those who are sick speedy recovery. And I hope that everybody will have a great and blessed day. Okay. Now when I say blessed day, I don't see, I see my view of God is the Einstein concept of God, which means God is the subtotal of all the laws in the universe. All right, not so much of a person, but the subtotal of the universe, omnipresent, omnipotent, omnipotent. And I think Einstein got it right when he says God is the sum total of all the laws of the universe. I think we should keep it there and leave it at that, and stop trying to bring God down to our level. And I think we should just, I think, as the Rambam tells us, God has no form, and God is an absolute unity. And as Einstein tells us, God is the sum total of all of the universe. And with that, have a good day, have a blessed day, stay safe, keep watching and stay focused, and bye for now.